I worked for Frigidaire and General Motors, and also under White Consolidated for 23 years. Well, when I first worked for Frigidaire, I worked in what they call a field supply division, and we did all the shipping of items from there to all around the world, especially within the United States. So seeing a lot of stuff, we commented, and they were generous enough to give us a few samples to go along their extra items. So it started my collection. A lot of the ads actually go all the way back to about 1920. I got a lot of ads, a lot of paperwork and manuals and things like that. But as far as the hard collectors, I guess about 1926 is probably the earliest that I have on those items. I got a lot of the things from the wartime, the war badges and things like that. But about 1926 is the earliest. Well, actually, anytime I had a chance to get anything different, I didn't pass it up. I mean, anything from, as long as I had Frigidaire advertising. And it could have been paperwork, it could have been cigarette ashtrays, cigarette lighters, sterling silver items that were given out by the company for years of service. Sometimes someone would have a birthday, and someone would buy the silver pieces had peel-off backings that they could apply it to the front of a refrigerator. And it's like the guy wanted to give his wife a refrigerator for Christmas. He could say a nice greeting on the sterling silver, had it embossed. We had salad bowls, wood salad bowls. Item back in the 1930s, they had the train of tomorrow, which was an unusual thing. It's what they traveled all around the United States and advertised for Frigidaire. Back in 1927, they had a ship called the Seth Parker, and they used that for advertising radio broadcasts directly from the ship. So anything I found that had anything to do with Frigidaire at all, if I didn't have it already, I tried to get it. Some things I couldn't afford to get, but I did get, quite a few. One of my favorite ones are the ones I got back in the 20s, the Iceman figure. They're the ones that have the most value to it. Those are the ones that I appreciate the most. But I didn't pass up anything because of what it was. I got some items that are just paper items, that scrap paper, the one pad there that had Frigidaire on it, so I figured it was worth saving. Oil cans, all kinds of T-shirts, aprons, you name it. If I had a chance to get it, I got it. Some things I've only seen, and this is the image of the ashtray with the Iceman standing in the middle of it, and I've only seen others of these where people have painted them to try and make them look better, but this is the original. This is one of my prized items because the Iceman goes back to the beginning of Frigidaire. You notice he's not carrying a carrot of ice, he's carrying a unit that holds the ice cube trays, and that was how they were advertising that. But as far as some of these type of things, even a lot of people didn't realize that Frigidaire had their own bottle openers. That was just another way of their advertising. That was something that was very unique. And these items were one of the three different types of license plate tags that identified whether you were able to park inside the garage or not in the building. I'd like to see it in a museum. It takes a lot of space to put it all. So.
Yeah.